Hey, it's John Nolan here. Listen, I could tell you that gas prices are going up, food prices are going up, inflation's going up, but you already know that. When it comes to important life decisions in my life, I pay close attention to my intuition and to the science that I'm getting. And lately, more and more people from the food industry, trucking industry, packaging industry have been telling me, listen, a big crash is coming. We're going to have huge food shortages, and I pay attention to that. People are moving out to the country. They're growing their own food. That's exactly what everyone needs to do, but also prepare in the short term, have emergency food ready. That's why we partnered with My Patriot Supply. So if you hop over to preparewithinspired.com, you can save $150 on a 3-month emergency food supply kit today. We just encourage you to look it up. If this is the right thing for you, do it now. Go over to preparewithinspired.com. Hey, Inspired Tribe, my fellow freedom lovers. It's John Nolan here. Thank you so much for tuning in with us again today. Thank you for subscribing, for liking this video, for commenting and sharing it all with your friends. We really appreciate it. I'm going to tell you something right off the bat. All of my life was built around one constant. Something that was instilled in me very early on and that I understood from a very young age or had a deep inner knowing about it. And that is to have a vision, right? To have something that you build your path around, something that you move towards to, something that you bring into your heart every day. If you don't have a vision, you don't have a direction in your life. If you don't have a direction in your life, you're like a leaf in the wind. And guess what happens to leaves in the wind? It's very simple. Somebody chooses the direction for you. And so today I want to talk about the importance, but I'm going to go deeper than that. And I might even rub you the wrong way a little bit just because this is so important and I'm not willing to hold back on the words that I'm going to use. Here's the thing. We all understand the game that's being played on Earth right now. This is the pinnacle moment of this war that's been going on for such a long time. The beautiful light side is gaining momentum, has been for a long time. But the whole thing is not over by a long shot. And let me quickly tell you something. All of these entities that you've been researching, whether that's, the World Economic Forum or the World Health Organization or the Jesuits, all the quote unquote Great Reset New World Order people that want a global dictatorship, all these people, they are at it 24/7 every single day. They're putting everything they have into it, all their resources, all their knowledge, all their attention, all their energy. Everything is going into this vision. They're steadfast and they're going as hard as they can. Can you say the same about your vision in your life? Because so many times, and Kristin and I, we've been doing this for a long time, helping people in any way, shape, or form we can. Guess what always the greatest barrier is? It's not that people do not listen. It's not that people don't have the willingness to open their eyes. A lot of them do. You know what? Very few people actually do change themselves. A lot of people want change in the world. They want energy independence. They want food independence. They want financial abundance. They want all these things, but they don't want to change. And they don't really want to invest enough into their vision. But here's what I'm going to ask you. If you want to be truly free, an independent being, a being that lives to the fullest of its capabilities, of your capabilities, if you don't invest all of your freaking energy, all of your attention, everything that you have into that vision, how can you expect anyone else to do it if you're not willing to do it for your own life? If we really want a world that is built on love and compassion, freedom, kindness, joy, abundance, all of these things, if we really want it, we need to go all in and stop with the bullshit excuses. Stop with the constant whining about what isn't working out and how this is so bad. Stop the freaking whining and get into action with whatever you have at your disposal today. Well, so what? You don't have any money. Guess what? Everybody I know that has built something amazing in whatever field, it doesn't matter. They started with zero money. They started with zero money, whether that's a billionaire or someone who's creating a beautiful vision like Food Forest Abundance, Jim Gale. We just did a couple interviews with him and so many other people. Guess what? They all started at the same point that you might be at, that finances aren't currently available. They moved into the essence of what they really want nonetheless. And the outcome not happening is not an option. If your vision is built on quicksand and maybe it will happen, maybe it won't, and if God willing it will happen, that's bullshit. If it's in your heart, if the vision is within you, then you got to give it your all. You got to finally go all in. Stop with the believing in an artificial safety net that is whatever the system has taught us it is. It isn't. It won't be there. And it's not worth pursuing because there's always another carrot that they're going to put on a stick for you so you don't finally step into your true power. You have a purpose. You have something you came to earth for. You have something very specific that you wanted to do and experience. Not just one thing, many things. But guess what? If you are constantly in the train station and just watch the trains pass you by, that's not going to get you anywhere. You need to finally step into it and go all in, all the way. No more holding on to old artificial securities in your life. Stop being afraid of the consequences, because what could be worse than the consequences of coming to the end of this physical life, knowing, feeling, sensing that you haven't lived up to your potential, that you haven't done the things that you always wanted to do, that you haven't even tried them because you were too scared. You know what? The people on their deathbeds, over and over and over again, they have regrets about the things they didn't do, not so much about the things they did do. You can ask for forgiveness, you can make mistakes, you can do all of these things, but if you don't do anything, none of it will happen. So often when we present this vision about food forest abundance, about the amazing ability of nature in your yard or on your balcony in your apartment, there's a gazillion ways to do this. We get very positive feedback. We love that. But we also get the same old, I don't have access to this, I don't have access to that. For me, it's very difficult. My climate isn't tropical. Well, so what? Adjust, adapt, assimilate, and go and do it. Start with something today. If you don't do anything, nothing will happen. And here I hear the Love and Light Brigade, just focus on positive thoughts, just meditate, and you don't have to do anything. It will all come to you. Well, bullshit. That's just not how things work. Name one thing that has worked that way. And then a lot of people bring the example of all the enlightened spiritual teachers that have taught them those principles. Well, guess what? The proof is in the pudding, because these people that have taught you these principles, guess what they've done? They went out and did something. They wrote a book. They created a website. They made videos. They went on tour and spoke to you in person. They made audio CDs and audio books and all of these things. They created that. So they did something. They took inspired action. If you're not willing to take action, you can watch a million more videos and you can fill your head with knowledge. If you don't apply it practically, not a whole lot is going to move. But we need things to move. That's just how it is. We need things to expand and move. Yes, put yourself in the spirit. Yes, meditate. Yes, bring yourself to that state where you are full of vision, full of light, full of power, full of excitement, and then take the inspired action that comes up. So often that's where people stop. And this is what will make the difference between you living a life in abundance and thriving even when others are suffering, or you being one of the pack where you're going to suffer, because the time will come where this distinction, this time is coming, it's actually already here. This distinction will be very feelable and visible. Wheat, chaff, you know how that works. This is what's happening. It's being separated, and you have to choose what part of that equation you want to be on. It's as simple as that. Through every crisis in human history, there were people who survived, thrived, and who actually built something amazing. We are in this crisis. We are in this time. It's the most amazing potential for transformation, but you have to get your ass off the couch, and you have to get those doubts and those same old thoughts out of your head and fill it with something that inspires you, that moves you, and that pushes you forward, because that's what you'll need. These people, these entities, these dark forces, they're at it 24/7. They never ever sleep. They never ever hold back. They invest everything they have into their vision. You got to give them that. They're doing that. So we, you, I, and all of us, we need to be better than that. We need to be stronger than that. We need to be more invested than that. And we need to expand further out than that. That's the name of the game. So stop with the whining, stop with the excuses, and go get it. Get it done. Do it. Start. Take action. Today's the day. That's it. That's the transmission today. Nothing else. We love you. We appreciate you. Be abundantly blessed. And we'll be back with you very, very soon.